Hello and welcome to Annapolis, Maryland. Today at Navy Marine Corps Memorial Stadium to see who will win the Gold Bowling Military Bowl. Bowl games are not only a reward for how you played in the regular season, but can be a springboard into next year as well. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the Fresno State Bulldogs, taking on a team from the MAC, the Ohio Bobcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up in this bowl game. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Bobcats offense will get first crack at it here. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to pass, it's Navarro. Finds the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if you can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Release to the back. He's got it. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out of their own 37. The Bobcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. With the catch, it's Harris. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Touchdown, Fresno State. And they turn it into a defensive score.
Well, it's a great job by the receiver getting open and making the catch, but now you got to secure the football. You know there's going to be guys coming trying to rip it free. They did it. They scooped it. They scored. That's a play he's going to learn from.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. He'll start the return inside his 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline. Not much doing on that return. Ohio takes over. The Bobcat offense heads to the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Under fire. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out of their own 37.
That's got to feel really good for this quarterback. It's early in the game, so these third downs are big. You're trying to get your offense into a rhythm and a flow. Nice job reading the defense. A beautiful pass.
From the gun, the running back has it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. It's Navarro. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Right down the middle. Got his man downfield. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. And the Bobcats have their offense in high gear. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Finds his tight end.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Finds his back in the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the 1st down.
From the 22 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw again. Grabbed over the middle. It's Williams. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Bobcats trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll go to the air. Trying to barrel in. Almost in, but they'll say he didn't make it, inches away from the touchdown.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on...
Touchdown, Ohio! Fitted in the window for the score.
What a fantastic route that time. If you're going to be able to throw the ball down in this area of the field where the windows close so quickly, you have got to be precise with the route running, and that's what happened right there. That's an easy connection between the QB and his target for the score.
Why not double the try total and go for 2? Back to throw, it's Navarro. And he's feeling the heat, and down he goes. They were looking to take the lead, and they cannot, still trailing by a single. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. The Bulldogs offense has its first opportunity of the day. And Jesse, this is going to be a fun test. This receiver, if you leave him in man coverage, you might be in for some trouble.
And so when you get him in the one-on-ones, you got to throw his way. He's a really good route runner. He can catch the football. And then when the defense decides to double cover and take him away, that's when you go somewhere else with the football or you run it. The balance in this...
Oh, he's got some space. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. They went up top to pick up the last 1st down. Let's see what they have here. He'll do it himself. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit.
They go with the option. Quarterback keeps it himself. And look, we've seen this guy on tape, guys, break these tackles and take it the distance. This offense should keep dialing up these option plays. Don't let that short gain by the QB prevent you from running this scheme in your playbook.
The Bulldogs lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. He'll keep it on the sneak.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play. And the Bulldogs can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. To the air, it's Warner. Quick completion on the out route. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against a different defense.
You know, outbreaking routes can make some play callers nervous, but not this guy. When you have a quarterback that throws it on time and puts it out in front of his receiver like that, as a coordinator and play caller, you can call that route all day.
He finds a dead spot in the middle. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. The Bulldogs, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
So on offense, you've got to find a way to put 6 up on the board. You know that in this game, field goals may not get it done. So big-time players make big...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Fresno State. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
And they kick it through for the extra point, and they have an 8-point lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Ohio U offense returns to the field. This offense needs to put together a scoring drive to keep up, trailing 14-6. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Snagged in the middle. It's Gossett. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. To the air, it's Navarro. He put it out there for him, and this senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time, the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
There he goes. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
Man, a great job by the QB, finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the 1st down.
And the Bobcats are on the move. To the air on 1st down. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
And we talk to teams week after week, and quarterbacks and coaches, and what do they always say, man? Quarterback's best friend is a tight end. Well, that play right there, he wasn't his best friend. You don't see a lot of drops from him, but, man, he had an opportunity to catch that one.
Wants to throw again. Catch in the middle. It's Williams. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Bobcats will line it up on 1st and 10. Give to the back. Got enough for the 1st. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
A 1st down run in the red zone. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the 2nd level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
And guys, after failing to get to last time, they'll take the safe route. And with the extra point, they cut it to a 14-13 game. So an 82-yard drive there. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. He'll return it. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. This one's going to be fun if this keeps up, back with the ball in a 14-13 lead. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man all alone. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Quickly to the tight end. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. The option look. Now the toss. And the fourth option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one. And the Bulldogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking for a man. It's Warner. A little screen to the running back. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. Give to the running back. Really good running. Gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. The Bulldogs can really attack on this 2nd and short. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They're facing a 3rd down. They'll try to get it through the air. Got his man on the right. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
So they'll send out the field goal unit. Splits the uprights right down the middle. The lead is now 4 here in the 1st. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. They've gotten this thing up and running fast, back and forth. We're inside a minute to play in the 1st. To the air, it's Navarro. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the first half, this was not going to be a fun football game to watch. Now they're turning the tide a little bit, getting a little bit of pressure, getting a sack.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Caught over the middle. It's Gossett. Able to make his way past the sticks for the first down, and the time is going to drain out here in the 1st quarter. That's the end of the period. Fresno State has the lead. And we've come to the end of the 1st as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to fire. It's complete on the right side. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. And the Bobcats are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Catch in the middle, it's Williams. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
Hard running there. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
And this offense has got it all wrong, right? It's just been tough. This defense is on its heels, can't figure it out. A bunch of plays in a row now, a bunch of success. This offense is doing what they want to do, how they want to do it. Defense is going to need to do something different to try to mix up this rhythm.
Man, the defense, they haven't had an answer for this guy. He has been lighting them up in the pass game early and often so far, and that time just not able to hook up with his quarterback.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Now facing a 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Navarro. It's complete to the left. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. Absolutely center cut. That brings them to within 1. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Fresno State takes over, and the offense will go back to work. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's for the play caller right now, just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, Dave.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
Fresno State right back to the line.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
The pull and throw off the RPO. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. Quickly complete. Finds a crease at the 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Bulldogs. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback, because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
Lining up for the PAT. And they kick it through for the extra point, and they have an 8-point lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Ohio U ready to go back to work on offense. Guys, that last trip, a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. There's a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
Grab near the marker. It's Gossett. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. Last completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Scanning the field, it's Navarro. Fires to the big fella. Gets it out to about the 35-yard line. That's where they'll mark him out of bounds in this offense trying to put something together. That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. They'll send the back in motion. Going to sling it on 2nd down. Quickly complete. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting in those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone, and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. And they've found no answers so far. Already to the end zone twice, tacked on a field goal, and now back for more. Quickly out to the tight end. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Open space at the 25. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
When the offense gets in those multiple tight end looks, you kind of have a good understanding of what's coming. You don't know where the ball's going necessarily, but they'll put those big old bodies in there to block, to move people, to put more mass on the field, especially once you get in this red area where you have to be able to run the football effectively. Those passing windows tend to shrink a lot.
And after getting it right on the edge, they'll try to punch it in on 3rd down. They'll try to sneak it. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
2nd quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got to play you've practiced all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Splits the uprights. Good. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And I'll be honest, I don't love the call. On 4th and that short, I want to go for it. But you trust your kicker, he does his job, and he puts 3 on the board.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Ohio takes over. The Bobcat offense heads to the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. And don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a man. It's Navarro. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. The Bobcats come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Fires to the tight end. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. They've already moved the chains a couple of times on this drive, now out close to midfield. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Fires to the big fella. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better 3rd down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to 3rd down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
He'll throw on 3rd down. Just a short pass to the tight end. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. And the Bobcats will snap it on 1st and 10. Power football with the run. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not 2nd and long. It's not 3rd and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
They'll go right back to the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And it really doesn't matter what the decision is on the RPO. When your defensive line can reset the line of scrimmage like that, get off blocks and make plays.
We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. The Bobcats come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Back to pass, it's Navarro. Pass is incomplete, but a lot of contact there. I think it's going to be pass interference and a first down.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
They've really controlled the ball on this drive, and the penalty gives him another 1st and 10. The give to the back. He's headed to the end zone, and he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Bobcats.
Well, the one thing you know about this team is they've got a lot of fight in them, and that's a great job responding by the offense on that last drive, capping it off with a really good-looking touchdown run. This is now a one-possession game. We've got a lot of football left to play.
Now they'll try the 2-point conversion and try to crawl within 3. Here's the snap, looking to throw. He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they draw a little closer. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. They're setting up the screen. Still on his feet at the 40. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. That's the way to start a drive. Now they'll snap it just shy of midfield. Got it in the middle. It's Gilliam.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting him the football, letting him get some positive yards.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Anderson. They knock him down at the 40. It's a pickup of 5, and that will be enough for a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Back to throw. It's Warner. Fires to the wideout. Working the middle. He's down right at the 17, and the clock will stop to move the chains on the first down. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab on the left. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. This offense has put on a display in the first half, and they have a chance to tack another one on before the break. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. Looking for the goal line. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Finds his big tight end. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. The Ohio U offense returns to the field. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is a type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close, David.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now, and you score so quickly. It's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being aggressive.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking downfield, it's Navarro. Finds the tight end. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. And the Bobcats come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Looking to throw for it. He uncorks a bullet to the right. Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
And you wonder if that interception is going to bring this guy back down to reality a little bit. He was lights out early in this game. Everything he was throwing was right on the money, and that might have been a decision where he got a little bit greedy, and David, the defense made him pay.
And this defense has seen it time and time. They've been throwing the football, having success. Nice job adjusting, breaking on the football, making a play. They needed to break serve. They needed something to happen to go their way to kind of mess this guy's rhythm up. That might be the start of it.
They go to the ground, fighting off the defender. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. The end of a very entertaining first 2 quarters of football in Annapolis and an intriguing Military Bowl. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. With that said, let's send it back to Reese and the guys for the conclusion of the Military Bowl.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. They more than got the job done in the first half. Now the job in a bowl game, don't get distracted and finish the deal here in the second half.
I mean, love the way they came out. They had all that time off, didn't look rusty at all, came out with the foot on the accelerator, looked really, really good. Palmer, he's just more of the same here in the second half.
I agree, and if you're on that sideline right now, now's not the time to be thinking about the off-season, your strength program, what classes you're taking in the spring. You need to focus on finishing this game and punctuating this season.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the running back has it. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. To throw, it's Warner. That's reeled in. It's McClain. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. 2nd down coming up. Looking to fire. Finds his tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on 3rd down. Fresno State will have to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Cradles it at the 35. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Ohio U ready to go back to work on offense. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Breaks into the open. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Out of the gun, they give to the back. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there, 3rd and long coming up. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
It's a nice job by the receiver working past the sticks. Looked like it was going to be a first down by the offense, but how about the physical play knocking that ball loose?
With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. He's got it, first down and more. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the 4th down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. 4th down, you could tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard as he could. Throws a strike to the wide receiver. Gets the big 4th down conversion.
Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Dropping back, it's Navarro. It's complete to the right. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Back to pass. Trying to bull his way in. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. They've worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's third and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Bobcats. And here they come, almost all the way back.
And the offense slips the running back out of the backfield. Nobody decides to cover him. My man makes the play. Shows off the hands first. Got to make the catch first. Does the rest. Walks in the end zone for the touchdown.
Getting set for the point after. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. That touchdown drive covered 61 yards. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. That lead has dwindled down to 3. Now to see if they have a response. Turning it on. Picks up the first down, still moving. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Warner. Using the quick game. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
Quickly to the tight end. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. And the Bulldogs have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Wants to go up top. They'll run the screen. Nice move there. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Fresno State back to work with a fresh set of downs. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And this QB's put up a lot of numbers today and had a lot of success, but man, he makes his first mistake. And this defense, they finally capitalize. They get the big turnover and stop.
Yeah, they needed something to go their way finally against the pass, and they get it right there. Now, if you're this quarterback, you got to turn the page quickly. Obviously, they're not going to stop throwing the football. They've had tons of success with this game tonight so far. He's going to be able to have to bounce back from that interception.
Ohio takes over. The Bobcat offense heads to the field. They put it in the end zone the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to really take control of this game.
You can feel the momentum shifting. If they were able to take the football here, drive it down the field, and score again, David, they would have all of that momentum on their side.
And there's nothing about momentum that you can quantify. Like, I don't understand it, but once it gets going in one direction, a lot of times it's so hard to swing it back the other direction. The momentum is real, and they got it.
Now on first down from the 43. To the air, it's Navarro. Fires to the big fella. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
That's what this defense has to do, guys. They've got to knock this quarterback down to the ground. He's already thrown a couple of TDs. The only way you're going to stop that is with good quarterback pressure.
Another incompletion on third down.
Well, it's third and short. They're throwing for it. They just can't come up with that one. Setting up a big decision now for the head coach on fourth down.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. With the catch, it's Gossett. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. The Bobcats are rolling down the field. To the ground with the back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. Leaves it with the back. Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22. And the Bobcats really need to keep this drive alive on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Third and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
Smashes it between the uprights. And it's a deadlock here in the third quarter after the field goal. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Fresno State takes over, and the offense will go back to work. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
And the running game has been disastrous on the last couple of plays. They'll try to salvage the drive on third down. Looking deep down the right side. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. Fresno State will have to punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Dropping back, it's Navarro. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Got a good one going here. All tied up in the third. It's 2nd and 10. Hand off from the shotgun. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Third down, and they'll need to get the ball to the 38-yard line. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. From the gun, running back on the move.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
It's a fumble. Well, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
Fresno State will have to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And the punt goes out of bounds. We'll check the spot. Think they'll have it right around the 40-yard line. The Ohio U offense returns to the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points, but they've had some success.
Fake spike now, looking to throw. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Unloads to the wideout. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there. The Bobcats send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits.
Returners don't get many shots, right? Like, they only get a few shots a game. They want to maximize it. You're not going to get any shots if you don't secure the football. Got to take care of the football, big fella.
Off the RPO, complete. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. This has been a tight one, third quarter, all tied up. It's now 2nd and 10. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down. They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. What a ride it's been so far, and I'll vote for having a classic finish as we take a look at our game stats. All right, stage is set. Let's see how it all plays out here in this postseason showdown. They go back to work in the final period of this one. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Pulled down after a pickup of 5, but they knocked that defense back, and they've got it down to the 34. The Bulldogs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking for space. It's Gilliam. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep...
Oh, he's got some space. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Slithers into space. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Bulldogs have it with a 1st and 10. Give to the single back. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He's got it. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. And this offense can just about taste taking the lead in the 4th quarter, but you do want to be careful not to... Fresno State. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
He'll try to tack on one more. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. They covered half the field with a 50-yard touchdown drive and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Ohio U ready to go back to work on offense. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one.
Yeah, another good run. I feel like we could put that on Luke, Jesse. Just another good run, another good run, another good run. Over 150 yards on the day. He's been the complete package, showing off all his skills today.
Off the play fake on first down. Fires to the right. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They pieced together a couple of first downs, and here they come again. There he goes. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. And the Bobcats come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. Dropping back, it's Navarro. Got it in the middle, it's Williams. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. The Bobcats didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He leaves it with his back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. He caught it. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal.
And the defense has to be kicking themselves for allowing a first down there. You're just maybe going to give them a few yards and let them set up for a field goal. Instead, you let them move the chains, and now they're knocking on your door, first and goal.
And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Back to pass. Going for 6. can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be third down. This is one of those momentum turning points. If this defense can force a field goal attempt, that is a victory. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Ohio!
The identity of this offense is their ability to run the football. They're doing that in this game. That's now 3 rushing touchdowns on the day.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the fourth. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Got his man.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Quarterback on the keeper. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down marker is.
Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one. Fresno State back to work with a fresh set of downs. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. The Bulldogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to throw, it's Warner. Rush is on him. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
The one thing I love about this defensive coordinator is that he has a lot of different exotic looks. He's not just going to rush with 4. He's not just going to rush with 3. He's not just going to blitz linebackers. This guy's blitzing DBs.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Leaves it with the back. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming. Fresno State will have to punt. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. There is a lot of real estate in front of this offense as the ball is touched dead at the 5. Ohio takes over. The Bobcat offense heads to the field. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. They'll go to the ground. He's loose at the 15. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. To the air on 2nd down. Here's a heat. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
It's hard enough to get this guy on the ground once. That's his 2nd sack of the day. Nice job getting in the backfield, not getting deceived by this guy's speed, because we've seen this QB, man. He can make people miss. Nice job getting him on the ground for the 2nd time today.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
After that incompletion here, tied in the fourth quarter, you've got a decision to make with this field position. Do you want to stay aggressive and try and go win this game now and bleed a little bit more clock? Or do you trust your defense if you punt this away to get you the ball back so you can still win?
That's caught. It's Gossett. He's not going to get there. Stop short on fourth down. Great place to start for this offense. From the gun, running back gets the gift. Dropped after a pickup of 4 down to the 16. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Line getting set on 2nd down. Wants to throw. It's Warner. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Fresno State. They move on top here in the fourth.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Ohio U offense returns to the field. The give out of the gun. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Picked off. What a play to set him up. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
What a beautiful sight. And not only are we big and strong and powerful and athletic, you can have unbelievable hands to the mix, because we can catch a football too, just like those little DBs, create turnovers, force interceptions. Let's go.
Fresno State takes over, and the offense will go back to work. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Getting late, pressure building, huge 3rd down coming up on the road for this offense. Back to throw, it's Warner. Lets it go to the end zone, and he's going to score. Touchdown, Bulldog!
You know, good teams just know how to close games out. And you're seeing that right now with this team, right? Their defense just had a massive takeaway. The offense able to capitalize on that with a touchdown, so they've padded their lead. And this just speaks to, I think, the experience in the locker room and also the playmakers they have. This game is starting to feel like a blowout.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the capper, a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. Let's see what he can do with the return. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Ohio U ready to go back to work on offense. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. Grabbed over the middle. It's Gossett. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. And the Bobcats headed quickly to the line.
A good start by this offense. Something positive on the first play. The drive is good. Listen, the hill is large, right? Like this, we need 2 scores. We got to have 2 touchdowns to get back in this game. We got to be aggressive. We got to take shots, but obviously not put the football at risk.
It's first down from the 37-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Gonna look downfield again. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Tips, deflections, those are such good things for defense. A lot of times they lead to interceptions and big plays. Just try to get any kind of disruption you can.
Shoots it to the left. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
Really nice third down sub defense there that time. It's third and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback. Now forcing the incompletion, setting up fourth.
Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned. Rides the back and leaves it. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. We've reached a 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. They go to the draw. He'll be tackled at the 49 after a pickup of 5.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
Scoreboard operator got a workout in this one. Fun game for us to watch, but they can't come up with a W.
Yeah, and it's a team game, right? The offense did their job, and now defense will have to find a way in the future to make better plays, get stops, and stop them scoring so many points, especially when your offense does their job.
And we see a lot of games like this in college football when both offenses are just trading blows back and forth, and it just comes down to which defense can get